Conventional advice suggests holding 5% of total assets in gold, but aiming for 10 to 15% is more prudent. However, it's essential to recognize that our goal is not just to protect your financial assets. While gold is negatively correlated to stocks and bonds and can hedge against losses when currencies devalue, there is more to consider. Many participants in this course may have debts, and during a financial crisis, liquidity might dry up to service those debts. When the gold price spikes, it's the ideal opportunity to sell some of your gold to settle debts with assets attached to them, like a vehicle loan or mortgage loan. For example, if you have an outstanding mortgage of $200,000, it is wise to hold 15% of that amount in gold to be on the safe side. You can work towards this goal gradually. A lower percentage might suffice if your goal is just to keep the loan up to date and maintain a buffer until you can resume regular payments. The strategy is twofold: protecting financial assets and safeguarding physical assets that have debt attached to them. When I recommend holding 5% of total assets in gold, but aiming for 10 to 15%, this refers to net assets, assets minus liabilities. If you don't have liabilities, you can hold a lower percentage of your total assets in gold. How to plan to allocate your gold holdings can vary, such as 30% for speculation, 30% for living expenses, and 40% for generational wealth transfer. These percentages can change depending on your personal situation. So here's my personal situation. I'm allocating 30% of my gold holdings for speculation. Now, speculation involves taking advantages of opportunities when, for example, property prices fall. You can liquidate some gold and invest in properties with intrinsic value, such as residential property and farmland that you've acquired at a steep discount. The goal is to speculate to make a significant profit by buying these assets when they are undervalued. Then I'm allocating 30% of my gold holdings to cover living expenses. This allocation ensures enough liquidity to fund living expenses for 1 to 2 years. This is where smaller units of coins come into play, like owning 1 gram coins or a tenth of an ounce gold coin. In a hyperinflation environment, you want to spend fiat currency as quickly as possible. Selling a 1 ounce gold coin could result in a wheelbarrow full of money, which would quickly lose purchasing value. Smaller coins provide more flexibility and help avoid this issue. And then lastly, 40% of my gold holdings is allocated for generational wealth transfer. This portion is for my children, providing them a financial foundation to start their own lives. Alternatively, this allocation can be used for recapitalizing a business or starting new ventures post-crisis. Remember, these strategies are personalized and will vary from individual to individual. The 60-40 portfolio is dead, and traditional rules like drawing 4% from your pension savings are not applicable in the current financial climate. By setting clear investment goals and strategies, you can effectively harness the protective and growth potential of gold.